Hey guys, welcome to Cosmic Tarot. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is going to be a reading for whoever. So, I'm trying to get away from just zodiac sign readings. I feel like it's just too hard to keep up with trying to make 12 signs or 12 videos for each sign. So, I think I'm just going to do a thematically tarot reading. I keep trying to say zodiac. So this is for my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, people, everybody inside scoop. Girl fight, okay? Could be a conflict. So this is more so for the tribe, like my tribe that I'm building, more so than whatever zodiac sign. So if you're looking for like specific zodiac signs, I'll try to see if I see anyone coming out. Caught a case, inside scoop. So I'll see if I see this person could be an Aries or this person could be like that. So I'll try to do something like that. But I think we need to get away from our sun sign readings anyway, because like they are good, but like you can get some really good readings from some other like placements if you really look into it. So don't get caught up on that. So, child services and dodging bullets. Kid at risk of being taken or is about to be reporting something of neglect, abuse. Dodging bullets, blocking negativity, people escape. Okay. So you could have been a child, or you could be escaping this. You could have a child who was escaping an abusive situation, or you dodged a bullet from being accused, or maybe something like that. I don't know what's going on right there, but we're just gonna leave that right there, and we're just gonna get into the reading. I just want to share some news with the channel. So, I left teaching. I am no longer a high school teacher, and some of you may have known that, some of you may not have. It's okay. But I am moving into a new role, a new position in the world of finance, and it's just been, the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It has been a battle. That's for fucking sure. Trying to navigate these this water and this experience. It hasn't been easy for me. I left a really secure job to a job that is pretty much 99% based off my commission. So that just takes a lot of self-belief. And, at this time, I'm really focused on believing in myself, believing in my brand. When I started doing tarot, people thought I was crazy. People thought I was demonic. People thought I was all kinds of shit. This is the calmest, most clear I've ever been in my life. I don't drink anymore. I don't really go out clubbing. I don't have, encounters like that anymore with people. I am happy in my romantic interestship, I guess you could say, and I'm just living my best life without alcohol. Ooh. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it has been hard to juggle this. So that's just a little bit about me, what's going on with me. And I'm gonna say the Fool here in the Death card. So yeah, you're taking a major leap of faith here. You're trying to walk away. Something is dead. All right. So that was me. That was something that was dead. Teaching was dead. Being treated like crap at work was dead. Feeling like crap from work was dead. The spiritual, like just the torment was dead. And I'm just over that. I'm ready to be happy. I am happy. I've been a lot happier just in the training of this new position than I have been in a very long time. Very stressful though. I can't lie to you. I have been very stressed out about just the pressure of it all, and it's been a lot. But I will say, there's ups and downs, there's highs and lows, and every day is not going to be a 10 out of 10, So if you're ever going to think that life's going to be a 10 out of 10 every single day, just be prepared to do hard stuff on good days, and be prepared to have a lot of good stuff happen to you on some not so good days. So life is just a hand basket of just crap and pleasure. So don't take it too seriously. So let's get started on this reading. Let's see what we're going to work with. Okay, we have the Magician in reverse coming out. So everything I just said, throw it out the window. No, I'm just kidding. So this is your past energy, all right? Whoever, this could be referring to a Virgo energy here. So if you want to know, like, if you're a Virgo, this may be your part of the video. But let's say in the past, you've really been struggling with manifesting what you want in this world. You could have had some limited beliefs. You could have had some just, it's been hard for you, I feel like, you know, whoever you are, just trying to really get your life together. Ooh, yeah, with the High Priestess here. Pisces, shit, who else is this energy is? Very mysterious, very nighttimey, very, you know, the High Priestess energy is like, I feel like in the past, you really struggled with trusting yourself. Like, you may have really struggled, because this is 1 and 2. No coincidence. This is 1 and 2 in the major. So we got Virgo here, we got Pisces here, we got whoever else, the moon, and not the moon, so there could be Cancer involved, who knows. Whoever, but it doesn't really matter, right? You have, in the past, you've had to really like struggle with like self-doubt, believing in yourself, trusting your intuition, stuff like that. Like, you may not have always believed in yourself. You may have, like I said, had limited beliefs. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Damn, now we got the Fool here. So what the fuck? Okay. This is literally making so much sense to me. So I see you right now, currently, you're taking a leap of faith. And not only are you taking a leap of faith, you're looking back at what I just said about your manifestations, about you not trusting your intuition, about you making decisions that you wish you hadn't made. And I just want you to like be a little, I don't want to say soft, but be a little kinder to yourself. Give yourself compassion, give yourself grace, give yourself forgiveness for, you know, you don't know what you don't know. And what you don't know, you know, you don't know. You know, what was that? I know then what I knew now, but I didn't know then what I know now. You know, like, you know what you knew then, you still know. But what you know now, you didn't know back then. So, you know, don't beat yourself up too bad. So we got a lot of majors here. We got Aries, we got Virgo, we got Pisces. So, like, you know, I'm going to try to keep my zodiac signs on the table for you all. I know y'all want to know them. So if you are a Virgo, a Pisces, or an Aries, you might want to turn it up a little bit. I'm talking to you specifically. You don't get the motherfucking tower. I'm getting all the majors. This is all about us. This is all about you. Scorpio energy right here. So you had Scorpio in reverse. Or not, I'm sorry. Tower in reverse. You know, I feel like you're struggling to let go of things that don't serve you. Storyline A1. Storyline A2. The tower means that the things around you are being cleared, right? So maybe take it how it resonates, make it apply how it fly. You could be releasing things in a way that is a little less hectic, a little less burdensome, a little less severe for you than it could have been. Like, I feel like you are, to me, the tower is one of my favorite cards because it means that you're getting rid of things that don't serve you in your life. You are graduating into a higher consciousness. You're ascending. And I feel like this tower here in reverse is telling you, and like, I love the eye. I love the all-seeing eye in the tower card. It represents consciousness. It represents intuition. It represents all of the mystic shit, right? And like the tower here, upside down, I feel like this is your root chakra activating all of those like deep subconscious fears and like all the shit that's stored in like those lower chakras, all the material shit, like the uh, survival instincts, the sexual desires that we repress, maybe some of our, our solar plexus, self-esteem, self-worth, all that shit from the lower three chakras. The heart is the fourth chakra. This is the center chakra. This is where the alchemy really happens. Here is when we start to alchemize and we start to really transmute and really analyze and use compassion. And this is ruled by compassion and rose quartz and stuff like that. Anyway, so I feel like you are really overcoming a lot of stuff, and like you don't maybe, and you may not even notice, you may not even realize how far you are going to go. You may not even really, you may not even, I'm like, you may not even have like a full understanding of what your destiny really is. And I think that's so beautiful, because I almost feel like if you did know, it may terrify you. So it's better that we don't know. Like, if you told me, the beginning of this year that I would be, an insurance producer or something, I would not believe you. I would not have believed that I would have done anything like this that I'm about to do. And, I just feel like you got this. And the tower here in reverse is me knowing that, like, not only are you making the right decision, but like the things that are collapsing around you are collapsing in a way that are, in my opinion, how I read this, in a way that is a little more gentler for you. It's a little less harsh. Now, how that will serve you ultimately, let's find out. But I really feel like you are Queen of Swords. Yeah. Like I said, like this is the lower chakra energies, I feel like, from the reverse. Because you are, the Queen of Swords here is someone who looks straight ahead, right? You are embodying this feminine energy of just not necessarily being like, I feel like you are showing up for yourself now. Like, you may have been a people pleaser. You may have been someone who was confirmation vibrate. You could have been someone who was very, I don't want to say gullible. Like, you're someone who, you're intelligent as fuck, but you may have allowed people to maybe manipulate you, thinking that, oh, well, they don't know that I know that they're like, trying to get over on me. But little do they know, I'm actually aware of what they're trying to do, but I'm just not, like, you're allowing people to think that they're manipulating you while you, like, I don't want to say like take advantage of them underneath it, but it's like you've learned how to not make a big stink of things that would once maybe have like really hurt you. Like, you may have been someone who was very like attached to like what people thought about you, attached to like what people, how people saw you. People thought you were, kind or mean or handsome or pretty or skinny, fat, or whatever. And I feel like you are really, like, the Queen of Swords is taking back her power, and she's telling the truth and nothing but the truth. And not only is she telling the truth, she's using intelligence and she's using good communication to drive these abilities. She's not someone who is just like, the Queen of Wand is, very attractive, and the Queen of Swords is very attractive too, but it's like how they go about attracting what they want. The Queen of Wands uses more so like the, I think of the Queen of Wands, I think of people like Marilyn Monroe, very like seductory, not like sexualized, but like very like charismatic, very bubbly, very vibrant, very outgoing, very, their personality won people over. Like, their charisma could get you to do whatever. And when I think of the Queen of Swords energy, I'm thinking of someone who comes from a little more practical mindset. Like this is someone who their conviction and their knowledge is so strong. Like I'm thinking of women like Eleanor Roosevelt, like women who were intellectually inclined to win you over, and not necessarily like they were like not visually what we considered aesthetically stereotypically pleasing, but someone who doesn't have to use their personality to get you. Like they are, I'm not saying that they're like, not personable. This may not be the most popular person in the room, but this is the person that you really want on your team. At the same time, it's like, okay, well, she's not the life of the party, but you know what? If I'm on her team, things are going to get done properly. She has like her shit together. And like, this is you. Like, this is you showing up for yourself. So like, I'm really loving this energy right now for you, collective, because you have the Fool here in the present, which is you taking a leap of faith. And I know like we use the word leap of faith and the Fool like synonymously, but this is more than just taking a leap of faith. This is you taking action. This is you being courageous. This is you showing up for yourself unapologetically in a very authentic way that isn't out to take advantage of people. Like you just want to put yourself out into the world and like, yeah, you want to be received well, you want to be loved, you want to be all these abundant, magnificent things. But the Queen of Swords is like, you are going to get the people to come to you that are meant to come to you, and you don't have to sugarcoat it, you don't have to fake it, you don't have to play anyone's games. Like she's cutting through all that BS with her sword, right? I'm gonna take mine. Like you're just doing these things, and it's like you're not trying to be like, everyone's friend, but you're also like, you are someone that is trusted. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is someone who, you can go to them with really good advice, and they're not gossipy about it. They're not, where the Queen of Wands may be a little, like, you may be a little apprehensive to go to them for advice just because, like, they just have like this, it's like not everyone could do the seductory, sultry, like charismatic thing. But you know what? Anybody can, maybe not anybody, but, I think there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So you could either use your charm and your charisma, or you can lean into a more practical, logical, pragmatic way of going about things. So I think the Queen of Swords is you coming into this more pragmatic, more disciplined. That's the word I wanted to find. You're going to be more disciplined about how you approach situations and communicate with people. You're not going to be so emotional about everything. You're not going to let your heart trump logic. Like, especially if this is about your business, this is about like you starting a new career, this is about money, this is about anything, even love. The way you approach love is going to be different. I feel like you're just not going to be putting up with people's bull anymore. Like you're not going to be doing that, because you value yourself. You understand how important you are, and like you're going to cut through the BS. You're going to be able to see through it, and you're going to be able to fly through it, and you're not going to have to worry about hurting your friends' feelings or anything like that. Like you're going to just be very kind of like to the point with things, very direct, but also like someone who is like loving and kind also, because the Queen of Swords, sometimes she can be a little cold, because if you look, like, this gives you kind of a cold front, like not a very like warm, but like we don't need everybody to be our friends. We don't need to make everyone feel like we're like mama bear or papa bear energy. Like sometimes people, and I'm learning this in my own life, the more you try to kind of be more of a nurturing type of person, it kind of creates situations where people feel more comfortable exploiting you. and like not like in like a weird like demonetizing way, even though I'm not monetized. Like this video and subscribe. Make sure you reach out to your friends if you find these videos valuable. But you're going to find that people are going to be less likely to maybe ask favors that they typically wouldn't ask, other people. Like you may have been someone who was very like, oh well, I'll ask, so and so, like they'll do it, like they ain't got nothing else to do, they don't mind, like, oh, do you mind staying late and getting this like, yes, I do mind. Or okay, well, yeah, I'll stay late, but how do I need to submit the overtime? Do I need to, like, is it time and a half, or is it twice? Oh, I'm just hoping you would just, just submit it off the clock and not, oh, no, 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 I'm going to be here for another hour or 2 hours, I need to put in my time. So during that, oh, well, yeah, you need to talk to so and so at a payroll about that, and da 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 da. And then you're like, well, I'm not going to ask them again because they're going to try to make, and like, yeah, they should have asked you in the first place. Like, you should never be working for free. And maybe you were someone because you had this kind demeanor that people were able to like exploit that a little bit. Like, if you're the boss that like has everybody's, personal number saved in your phone, and you're the, text me if it's an emergency, I don't care if it's 2 a.m., 6:45 a.m., you be work at 7, let me know what's going on. And then 8 o'clock rolls around, and you're getting these, oh, I'm so sorry, so and so, like I didn't feel good, and like, and it's BS, it's bull, it's not, there's a slight truth to it, like, oh, I'm so sick, I don't think I can come into work today. Well, it's like, yeah, I know you're sick because I, once again, you could, the queen of, this is the Queen of Wands energy. This is what I'm comparing the Queen of Swords to Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands may be, friends with their employees or their employers on social media. So like, oh, I see that you was out, living it up last night. So yeah, you are probably sick. But like the Queen of Swords is like, like, I'm going to have a meeting about this because, this is your second time being late this month, and this is just not acceptable behavior. You're only allowed one, grace lateness per, I don't know, I don't know where you work or if you work, but anyway, you know what I mean. The Queen of Swords is like, all right, let me not, because Tanika don't play, like I need to get her at 8 o'clock because she will be on my ass. Where Stacy or Sarah may be a little more, I just realized what I just did there, where Teresa may be a little like, let me not, I don't want to, Teresa or Tracy, they're a little more on top of stuff, I better not play with them. Or Shamika or Sheila are going to be a little more like, oh, it's okay, sugar, it's all right, I know how shit go, I remember back in my day, I was, what I mean, like, and neither one of those approaches are wrong. I think there's one that HR definitely like would like, but we need people who could be more more fun and lively in the workplace, just to make it not so dull. And but we also need compliance and regulation, and we need people who are a little more just stick to the facts. And I think that's, you're learning this blend of manifesting, looking back with the Fool here on like what didn't work for you. And I think in the past with the Magician and the High Priestess here, because this is all about you. We have all majors and the Queen of Swords. So this reading, I'm not even going to pull any other cards because I don't need to. This is exactly, excuse me, how this message is supposed to come out. In the past, for a little recap, in the past, you've doubted yourself. You haven't trusted your intuition. You've been unsure about, you may have had like these blockages in your life. Like you may have been someone who grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. You may have never had experienced, certain things that, growing up, you may not have ever, you may have lived in a house that you didn't have both parent income houses, or you struggled a lot, or you may have been repressed by a parent who was jealous of you, or whatever it is. And this person, subconsciously, with the high priestess here, it kind of blocked your intuition, it blocked your creativity, it blocked your ability to imagine and create a safe world. Because if you don't have the safety and security in those foundations as a kid, like, one or two things are going to happen. You're either going to, like, just 100% like throw yourself into escapism and just, like, illusion, and, like, what's the thing that they call it, magical thinking, right? I had that as a kid, where I just, like, you just believed that, like, this divine outside source was going to come and save you. And I remember a lot of times being very upset and angry with, like, my higher power, because I felt like I was living a life that, I did everything by the book that I was supposed to do, and, like, yet I was not being blessed. Only to find out that, like, these obstacles were literally things that I chose to overcome so I can get to where I am right now. Had I not had these obstacles, I wouldn't be the man that I am right now. And this is a man in progress. I am very much a man in progress. And I know, man, woman, flower pot, child, they, them, however you identify, you are a work in progress. And you can be perfect and you can also be in progress. I know that sounds contradictory, but I feel like everything that you're doing it's all part of the narrative. Like, you have to start what you finish. Like, that came to me one night while I was just completely shit-faced drunk, and I kept hearing this phrase in my mind, even through the alcoholism and everything, was, you have to start what you finish. And I don't know what that means to you. Apply it how you need to, but you have to start what you are meant to finish here in this world. You are special. You are someone who has value just for being alive, and your value is unwavering. Like, you can't become a more valuable person the more money you have, the more success, the hotter you become, the more rippled and, like, muscular or thin and petite or whatever. Like, your sense of self, your sense of value, and, like, that is never, like, up for debate on, like, what it should be. Like, it doesn't matter if you are the prettiest, thinnest, whatever person, or if you are a sloven, disheveled, unhoused person. Like, you carry the same divine spark no matter what you do in this world. And you are not even owed, you are allowed to experience the best and the worst that life will manifest as you believe it, because you are the co-captain of your creative life experience. You and Source are simultaneously working together to create this experience. Me speaking to you is an agreement that you, I, and Source have created for us to get into contact with one another. There is no coincidence. There is no accidents. Everything happens because it's supposed to happen. And that's what I mean. There is the perfection in the progress because it is according to the divine contracts that we have agreed on. Whew. Don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we arrived. That was a lot. Collective. Pass this video along. I think this is something that I really want to get back into. I really want to do these. It was very overwhelming trying to stay on top of 12 different videos a week, plus do my, activities for this new position that I'm starting. And, tomorrow is my last day of that training cycle, and I'm really excited to really just be a business owner and really take care of my, my brand. And I kind of already am with this, but, like, to really be in a different ballpark here of, like, not just the the creative side where there's like, oh, I can do this at my leisure. I could, make videos as I want. My other thing that I'm doing, I like that because there is some level of accountability, because there are deadlines, there are quotas, there are things that I have to produce in order to receive compensation. So like it keeps me accountable, but it gives me the flexibility to do shit like this, that I can really like get back into my creative space. And like I have and I am balancing both the practical and the logical side of me, and like the creative and the analytical part of me that is like necessary for this, world that we live in. So I hope this video resonates. I know it will with some people. Let me know how you think about it in the comments. That's it. I love you guys. Drink water, be safe, and peace.